Mix it thoroughly. Heaping as in that. That's heaping, okay? There we go. Oh, did my mouth just water? I think it did.
Cooking with Jack, one of the best known bad cooks on the internet. A man made famous for raw chicken and lazy man recipes. Today we're checking out a video called Salad Night. A simple title, and knowing Jack, I'm sure the word salad is not going to be what I'm expecting it to be. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Interesting.
It's called Salad Night, and we're going to get started on that right now. We're going to show you on the show today 3 different salads. One is called a tomato salad, one is your macaroni salad, and one is a bean salad.
So as I suspected, the word salad is being stretched beyond all meaning. When you're making a pork and beans salad or a macaroni salad, when these are your ingredients, I think you may have travelled past the salad station and ended up in junk food territory.
So let's start with bean salad first. Okay, so here's the tip. If you notice here on the can, I have cut it and it's sinking in a little bit. See the lid? There you go. This is what I'm going to use to drain all this juice that's in here. You don't want the juice. Once again, do not keep the juice.
No one wants the bean juice, do they? There are only a few things that sound worse than bean juice. Chlamydia is one of them. Gonorrhea is another. Then just below those, bean juice.
So I've gotten rid of the lid now. I drained all the juice. And then you can see right here, look at that. There's that bad boy. You know what that is? I'm going to tell you what that is. That is the fat from pork and beans. I'm sorry, excuse me. That's what they're calling pork. It's a little square of fat and that's it. In this whole can, this is somehow going to add flavor. I have no idea, but here we go. Ready? Launch.
And now you have a little piece of pork on the floor. Also, it does raise the question of why not just buy beans? If that's all you get for the pork, and you don't want that pork, why not just buy a tin of beans?
Take the beans, dump them in the bowl. Okay, now I'm cutting a large onion. I'm not going to use, but maybe, I'm going to say 1/4 of it. So let's get rid of the rest. There you go.
That's a pretty impressive gadget, to be honest with you. Chops up that onion pretty good. Can't help but notice, though, there's probably only going to be one vegetable in this salad, and he's throwing away 3/4 of it.
I do heaping tablespoons. You're going to start with 2. 2 heaping tablespoons. And you're going to mix it in. You're going to take a look at it and see. So take a look at that.
Fucking hell. That doesn't look very nice, does it? Let's be honest. That mayonnaise, raw onion, and cold beans does make me wonder, what was the big deal about pouring away the bean juice earlier? Don't really think you're going to notice the bean juice in that mess.
That's going to put a little tang in there. Okay? And you're going to mix it thoroughly. And then when you're done, you're just going to pop that right like that lid right on there. And you're going to throw that in the refrigerator and we'll break that out later on. But it's going to solidify.
So that's the whole recipe, is it? Okay. So get a tin of beans, flick the little bit of pork out, then add some mayonnaise, a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of onion. Then leave it in the fridge to solidify. Sounds delightful. Also, it looks like he hasn't even mixed the bottom part properly. So it's just beans at the bottom, which is probably better than the thing that he made.
So that's bean salad. That's salad number 1. Salad number 2, we're moving on, is tomato salad. Even easier than salad number 1.
How could that be possible? Salad number 1 was emptying a tin of beans into a tub, adding some mayonnaise and then putting it in the fridge. I'm intrigued to see how this one could be even easier than that. Is it just a plain tomato? Just chop a tomato up. There's your salad.
I have to check with my mom because I can't even remember how much oil I'm supposed to use. So let's give her a call. Shh, don't talk.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. What's up?
Quick question.
Okay.
How much oil and how much water do I use in the tomato salad?
I don't know. Let me tell you what to do.
Okay.
Get everything together, your salt, pepper, put it all in a bowl. Yeah, and see what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Now,
And then if it doesn't look like it's enough oil, add another 1/4 cup of oil.
Why has he put in all these faces? He's the one that phoned his mum up, and now he's all annoyed that she's telling him the information that he requested.
I got it. Okay. Now, do you mind if I put this part of us talking on the video?
Yeah, I don't want to be on the video.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, I won't put it in the video. Love you.
What a backstabbing little bastard. Phones his mum up, pulls funny faces at her the whole time, then lies to her. She specifically didn't want to be in the video. She said it. I heard her.
First thing we're going to do is cut the tomatoes. This is the 1/4 cup of oil, completely to the top, and that is your cup of water. I would say about a teaspoon or two, probably 2 teaspoons. And then, this is all by hand, just salt it. And pepper. We all know what the Guy Way is. That's right. The Guy Way puts the lid on it. Probably makes a mess this way, but the Guy Way just shakes it up. It's time to move on to macaroni salad.
I feel like there's a different definition for salad in America. When I hear the word salad, I think of green things, like lettuce or spring onions. I don't think of macaroni. I don't think of beans and mayonnaise.
A 1 pound package of macaroni, and for a 1 pound try that again. For a 1 pound package of macaroni, you're only going to need about 1/4 of this tomato. Always start with 2 heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Of course, we want some heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise. What salad wouldn't be complete without that? Just going to go out on a limb and assume that he's going to put more than 2 heaping tablespoons in there.
Heaping as in that. That's heaping, okay? There we go. And then what you do is you mix it in and see if it's enough. So as you can see, there's some areas that still aren't coated very well. So you go with one more heaping tablespoon.
And there it is. Predictable Jack. 2 heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise is never enough for him.
So we're just gonna pop a lid on that one too. Put it with the other 2 salads. Let it chill a little bit and we'll take a look. It's time to taste these bad boys. That's what time it is. Oh, did my mouth just water? I think it did.
No, it didn't, Jack. Stop lying. No one's mouth has ever watered for beans and mayonnaise cold from the fridge. That has never once happened in the history of humanity. No one has ever looked at those 3 things before you, and water has leaked out of their mouth. Even starving people wouldn't do that. And you're not starving, Jack, are you? Let's be honest.
Okay. Macaroni salad, delicious. All right, let's try the marinated tomatoes. See how those are. Okay. Just enough oil just to coat the tomatoes. Not too much oil. The oregano sits right on your tongue. It's absolutely delicious.
That's not the face of someone that thinks something's delicious. That's the face of pain. That's the face of regret. That's the face of someone who just ate tomatoes in water with a little bit of herbs on it.
You know what? The chopped onions in there soften just enough. There's a little bit of a crunch. It's beautiful. This is 3 of about 7 different salads you can make. These are my recipes.
I like the way that he makes it clear that these are his recipes. His recipes are cold beans with mayonnaise. Not something to brag about, Jack. And that's the end of the video. So what have we learned today? If you want to impress dinner guests, empty a tin of beans into a tub, pour some mayonnaise in there, stick it in the fridge and give it to them. But make sure to let them know that it's Jack's recipe. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.